Today, we're diving into some game-changing innovations in running shoes that have reshaped the sport in recent years. We're talking about the so-called super shoes, starting with Nike and how they've led the charge since 2017 with the Vaporfly, featuring a carbon fiber plate in the midsole that's transformed how athletes run. Before 2017, only 19 women had ever run a marathon in under 2 hours and 20 minutes. Fast forward to 2023, and 26 different women hit that mark just in that year alone. It's not just coincidence. Nike's super shoes, like the Vaporfly and Alphafly, have helped change the game. Nike's innovation made everyone else scramble to catch up. These days, almost every major brand, from Adidas to Puma, is joining the super shoe race. The competition is on, and it's all about who can make a shoe that boosts performance the most. Let's start with the basics. The Alphafly 3 features a 40mm elevated heel, a single carbon fiber plate wider than previous iterations, and 2 pockets of air in the forefoot. Fibers split the air pods into smaller bubbles, increasing the overall pressure, reducing air displacement, and returning more energy to the runner. The lightweight midsole foam, which Nike calls ZoomX, helps runners spring rather than sink into the ground. It is the main component responsible for energy return. The 0.51mm carbon fiber plate compresses and expands the midsole foam, boosting the shoe's responsiveness. It also provides stability. The Alphafly has an 8mm drop from heel to toe and a 4-foot rocker, concentrating the load on the ball of the foot and providing an aggressive yet cushioned push-off. The $285 shoe sold out in 2 minutes when it went on sale to the general public in January. Air pockets are not entirely new. They're actually a throwback to Nike's classic air technology from the 1980s, but incorporating them in modern running shoes, especially with carbon plates, has taken things to the next level. Adidas isn't sitting back either. They recently released their own super shoes, like the Adidas Pro Evo. Tigist Assefa wore Adidas's newest running shoes at the Berlin Marathon in 2023 and absolutely shattered the women's marathon world record, clocking in at 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 53 seconds. That's over 2 minutes faster than the previous record. The Adidas Pro Evos weigh in at 140 grams, 4.9 ounces. The upper is reduced to a transparent mesh, constructed so that runners don't need a sock liner, shedding further weight. The shoes feature a liquid rubber developed in-house to coat the foam of the midsole, shaving off 20 grams of weight while still gripping the road. Carbon rods are embedded in each shoe and map to the metatarsals. Adidas say this stabilizes the midsole, provides energy return, saves weight, and cuts waste. Scans show some of these energy rods contain unintended air pockets, likely resulting from the complexity of the fabrication process. 2 pieces of lightweight midsole foam have been bonded together around the rods. The midsole has been designed to maximize cushioning and energy return. The rocker in the Pro Evo is now placed at 60% of the distance from heel to toe, a position that Adidas says is designed to help trigger forward momentum. Even though these super shoes come with a hefty price tag, often over $200, they aren't just a money grab. In fact, Adidas admits that some of their top-tier models, like the Pro Evo, don't make a direct profit. Instead, the technology they develop for these shoes gets applied across their other models, improving their entire lineup. Nike and Adidas aren't the only brands in the game either. Asics, New Balance, Saucony, Puma, and even Under Armour have all released their own versions of super shoes. Each brand is trying something a little different. Like On, which developed a spray-on upper to reduce material waste while offering a better fit. But what really makes these shoes special? Well, the World Athletics regulations make sure there's a level playing field, so brands have to innovate within strict guidelines. Many companies are still trying to understand exactly what works best for different runners. There's a lot of lab research funded by these shoe brands, but independent studies are still needed to compare models and understand which features genuinely make a difference. Most of the research has been done on elite athletes, but recreational runners are the real question mark here. Why do some runners get more benefit from these super shoes than others? That's something researchers like Hukamer are still trying to figure out. Nike has been testing their Alphafly 3 with over 300 athletes from across the globe, gathering feedback from everyday runners to help fine-tune the design. Female athletes, for instance, reported issues with discomfort, so Nike adjusted the arch support and upper materials to make the shoes more comfortable. At the end of the day, both Nike and Adidas are pushing to develop the best shoes they can. Are these futuristic kicks worth the hype? What do you think about how far sneaker tech has come? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our latest updates. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.